Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel called After the Ball Deflates, as y'all see. But what's most important is what's on the back. What's next after the ball deflates? So, I'm gonna just jump right in and tell y'all my story and like the reason why I created After the Ball Deflates. So, I've grown up playing basketball throughout my whole life from about age, I probably say like 6 or 7 all the way until my senior year of high school. But I didn't play my whole senior year. I mean, I played, but I quit. It's not good to quit, but I quit in the middle of my senior year because my coach that I was playing for at the time, I'm not gonna put the name out. My coach that I was playing for at the time, I felt like he didn't really believe in me. And I was doing everything that I needed to do in practice. I was hustling, hitting my shots, guarding people, scoring on people, like, doing what I do. But it wasn't translating over to the games. And for some reason, I kept getting fed up with it. It got to the point where we played our rival school. We played our rival school, and we was down or something like that. I don't know what happened. I got so mad, I subbed myself in. I mean, I got subbed right back out after that, but I subbed myself in the game because I got tired of sitting on the bench riding the pine. Like, come on, I worked too hard to be sitting in a rivalry moment on the bench. Like, no. And so after that game, I sat down with my parents at a table like this, and I don't even think I could get my words out. Like, I start bawling, like bawling in tears. I was crying. I told him that my passion for the game was taken away from me. And then my dad, he was like, you should never let nobody take your passion away from you. If you really love what you do, you're gonna stick through it. Like, Si, come on, we gotta stick it out. We gotta stick it out. And then I'm like, stick it out for what? Like, what am I sticking it out for? I'm gonna stick it out to keep riding on the bench. He was like, come on, man, your teammates need you. And I was like, my teammates need me. My teammates need me. Like, what? Like, I ain't want to hear none of that. So my mom, she was on my side. She was like, Jason, like, you gotta let him do what's best for him, and like, he knows how he truly feels. And then like he was hurt because he was my main motivation for playing basketball. He pushed me all my life working out, and it even got to the point where I got tired of working out. Like, I was getting lazy, like, But that was my fault. I had complete control over that. But yeah, so I quit playing basketball. I didn't know what I wanted to do after that. I thought I wanted to do something with music, but scratch my head on that. Like, I wanted to be like a music producer. Like, music was my first love. I've been playing drums since I was 4. I self-taught myself, all of that. But for some reason, like, I don't know. I don't went to trip. I went to, I'm not editing this. I went on trips. I went to New York. I went to go meet with Ryan Leslie, famous producer. Those who know music know about Ryan Leslie. I sat down, had a whole lunch with him, his whole crew, all of that. But I don't know, music, I don't know. It was a hobby. It was a hobby. I wouldn't say it's something I wanted to do for a lifetime. But I could play drums for a lifetime though, but yeah. So I graduated high school. I went to Virginia State University. I graduated in 4 years, but I'm gonna tell y'all my story. So I went to Virginia State freshman year. I was majoring in the School of Business. I was a business administration major, or whatever you want to call it. But I ain't like math though. I ain't like math. So my grades first semester was real good. Second semester, them Jones dropped. They dropped. And my mom, she was like, you having too much fun in school. I'm bringing you home. I'm not wasting my money to send you to school for you to be partying and all that, and your grades look like this. My grades weren't bad. It was like a bunch of C's and maybe it was B's, A's, and like a bunch of C's. Like one B, one A, all C's, and maybe a D in there too. I can't remember. But so I went home. I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. I went home. They sent me to community college. I did not go to any classes except for one, and that was like a business law class. That was once a week on a Wednesday night. And it was to the point like I was telling my parents I was going to class in the mornings because they left before me to go to work. So I get ready for school, get dressed and all that. Then I get back in the bed as soon as they leave. And then I'll go to work because I was working at Walmart at the time, so I was scheduled to work. I was making good money. I thought it was good money, so I'm like, shoot, man, like I'd rather get this money than go to class. But yeah, I passed like 2 classes there, if that. And then I had like a reality talk with my parents, and they was like, what's your passion? I'm like, my passion, like what I'm really passionate about is still sports, but I want to be like behind the scenes with sports. So they sent me back to school. They said, what changes do we need to make in order for you to be successful? I said, shoot, I need my own room. Because I had a roommate, shout out Eric, but we was lazy. If he didn't want to go to class, I wasn't going to class. If I wasn't going to class, he wasn't going to class. If I ain't feel like doing my work, he ain't do his work. So like we fed off each other, but we had good times though. We did have good times. But yeah, so I got my own room for throughout the rest of my college career. I switched my major to like health and education with a minor in sports management, which was the best thing to happen for me. My grades went back up, and then I became an intern with the NFL Players Association my junior year. Going into my junior year, that summer going into my junior year, I was an intern for the NFL Players Association. That was cool. I got to see a whole lot of like contract stuff, stuff with the drug policies. I helped with the rosters for Madden. I got to like see some stuff with like Tom Brady, Richard Sherman. I got to see stuff with all NFL players. It just opened my eyes. Like it was stuff that I dreamed about as a kid. Walking in the office, seeing your favorite players on the walls and stuff, and like having access to them, but not really having access. Like I can't call them on my personal phone. Like I get in trouble for that. But yeah, that was pretty cool. And then after that, I joined the sports management club at my school. So whatever you all do, if you're in college or just anything, wherever you at in life, make sure that you find mentors and people in that group or circle that's on the same path as you or want to get to the same end goal as you, if not the same exact end goal. But I joined the sports management club. That helped a lot because I was able to get like different opportunities, internships. I did some stuff with NASCAR. I did some stuff with some like semi-pro league team there, ran some tournaments, did some like behind the scenes stuff with them. But all of that stuff that I did, I put it on my resume. I was an intern for a company called Coaches Inc. They're in charge of getting college coaches coaching jobs from basketball, football, soccer, baseball. I was able to see contract negotiations. I was able to see coaches' resumes. So when it comes to contracts and stuff like that, I know a little bit about that from Coaches Inc. and the NFL side. And then what else am I missing out on? I did some stuff with the Redskins too. That was after I graduated. I ran a camp with Ryan Kerrigan. That was pretty cool. Got to like basically assist him, bring him in, tell him what to do, stuff like that. That was pretty cool. Shout out to Davin for helping me get that opportunity. Another VSU alumni. That's another thing. In college, make sure you reach out to your alumni or get like a peer group where y'all can just network. College is all about networking. People think it's all about partying, turning up. Yeah, that's the cool stuff, but it's also the networking piece because those same people that you're partying with are going to be successful in their different avenues that they go into. So make sure you keep those relationships up because you never know who might know somebody that can get you to where you want to be in life. Um, After I graduated, I went to go work for Loudoun County Public School Systems. Don't nobody know this. I was working in the mailroom, delivering packages and stuff. It was good money, fresh out of school. And then um, I got tired of doing that, so I went to Teamwork Online. I think that's the website, and I applied for this Washington Wizards job. And yeah, I got a call one day on my lunch break asking me to come in for an interview. I told my boss at the time, I'm like, I didn't say it like this, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, I probably won't be here any much longer because I have an interview with the Washington Wizards, and this is not what I want to do, but this is what I want to do. So, besides all that, I got the interview with the Washington Wizards. It was dealing with game presentation. That's marketing, all the stuff behind the scenes as far as making sure like the host knows where to be throughout the game for different camera shots, picking fans and contestants for different games and prizes, making sure that people are in the right areas for when we do like giveaways and stuff like that. Not picking, but assisting the people to like the middle of the court to take pictures with the players, shake the game balls, being co-captain of the game, all of that fun stuff. It was cool. I was courtside every single Washington Wizards games. I got connected with some people that will last a lifetime. Shout out to all my Washington Wizards family, Monumental Sports family. Y'all know y'all right here in my heart. I thought my heart was right here, but my heart is right here. Y'all forever in my heart. Forever. Love y'all. Shout out to the whole gang. But yeah, that was a cool experience. But since I graduated, I've been waiting for this government job opportunity. But this got pushed back so many times. Like, this was supposed to be my job fresh out of college. I was supposed to be working for the government. But everything kept getting pushed back. Because when it comes to working for the government, it's all about the funds. If they don't have the funds to assist you or pay for whatever, it ain't happening. So that got pushed back. I applied. Something happened with my application. It pushed back again. But then I ended up getting a job in January, right after my cousin passed. That was a hard time for me. So that was like the light at the end of the tunnel, because I was going through, I've been ready to move, but I was saving up. I was going to buy a house, but yeah, that didn't happen because I got this job. Now I'm here in the 757 area working. It's cool out here. It's slow out here, but I'm thankful and I'm grateful for all the opportunities. And if me not quitting basketball in high school didn't happen, I would probably not be where I am today. So I'm grateful and thankful to that. Shout out to my coach for not believing in me, because at the end of the day, you made me believe in me. You made me have faith in myself to know my worth and know what I'm capable of, even outside of playing basketball, just in life in general. And yeah, that's where After the Ball Deflates comes from. So I go out to schools, boys and girls clubs, talk to kids about my story, share my story with them, that if I can make it, they can make it. I didn't want to wait until I'm like 30, 40 years old and then be like, oh man, I need to help out these young kids. Because a lot of people talk about it, but they don't do it. I'm 23 years old, and I want people to see me as like a living testimony, and I'm still young. So being that I'm young and somebody else is young can see another young man like me become successful, I'm not going to toot my horn and say I'm success. Yeah, I am, but I still got a lot more ahead of me. But yeah. So that's why I came up with After the Ball Deflates and what's next. Because I have a lot of friends right now that played in high school, play in college, and overseas. But with all the COVID that's going on and stuff, I know they fighting them. I don't like to say this, but I know they fighting them demons inside where they're like, man, I don't know what I want to do after, sports. Like, I'm going to keep grinding. And the whole thing about that is our families and stuff, when we grow up, all they want to do is get us in the gym. Get us in the gym. You need to be working your tail off. But let's not necessarily just focus on getting in the gym. Let's focus on other avenues too, just in case that doesn't work out. Because one injury, one setback like COVID can, I don't want to say it, but it can end the whole career. And then a lot of people, when their careers are ended, they go back into the same circumstances that they were in before. It's such as like selling drugs, gang violence, want to be trappers, want to be like fake rappers, and just doing anything to get by that's not necessarily putting them in the right steps towards their purpose. Even if they don't know their purpose, they're not necessarily taking the right steps. So I wanted to be someone, a voice for the youth, where I can share my story and my testimony to help others out. And that's where After the Ball Deflates comes from. This is my story. This is my glory. This is everything. I wear this hoodie like it's my skin. If you want to be successful and you got a brand or whatever, you got to wear it. You got to showcase it. You got to market it. And shout out to the home team. You know what I'm saying? My boys from back home. So, yeah, y'all see it on the side right there. I'm woofing under this. That's why I got a hat on. But, yeah, go comment, like, subscribe. I'm about to start with this YouTube channel. I'm going to start interviewing people that are successful, that were once playing sports and successful in whatever area that they're in. And even the people that are still, still progressing to be successful, so they can share their stories to let people know, the road not to go down. And just, we're going to have open, candid conversation on this channel. And I want you all to like, subscribe, comment, and support the movement. Support the movement. Because we got to change the narrative. People always say, all I know is basketball, all I know is football, all I know is volleyball, baseball. That's not all you know. That's all you wanted to know. You only know what you're exposed to. You've been exposed to just that. So that's what you think you know. But in here, your brain, you are way more smarter than just the athlete. And even for those people that are in the NBA and playing professional, at some point, the ball will deflate. So you still got to think about what's next. As far as financially, saving your money, not spending money on stupid stuff, surrounding yourself, marketing yourself so that you could become, financially stable for the rest of your life, where you can take care of your family, your family's family, and create a whole generation of wealth. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm keeping it real. You know how I feel. Ooh. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share this. It's just getting started.